Hey, yo, Slim J. Yeah, see, notifications do work, bro. They do. I'm saying. What's going on, everybody? What's happening? I think I got the mic unmuted for the first time in 2 weeks. I got some Slim J's in the building. I got Joshua A.B. in the building. I'm glad everybody come out to check out the show tonight. We got a pretty good show tonight. I'm your boy Big Q. This is Team Boyd TV Live. This is NFL Week 6. I got my homies in the building with me. I got the Raven Shogun JB in the building.
Yo, what's happening?
Everything good?
Everything good, bro.
Good.
What up, Glass?
I got the Sage of Sports Glass in the building. What's happening, Glass? What's happening?
What up, fam? JB, Big Q, everybody out there on social media. Let's go ahead and get this cracking.
Let's get it cracking. Listen, the show is live tonight, man. We got the Twitch popping. We got the Facebook Live popping over there on Facebook.com/Urban Arena Media. We got the YouTube popping. We got the Periscope popping. We got the Twitter popping. We got everything going. So if y'all want to get at us, man, get at us. Leave a comment. Send a tweet. Leave a Facebook message. Let's do it. Fellas, what's good, man? We at week 6, man. What's happening? What's good with you?
All right, all I gotta say is this: Big Q, you know you won last week in the Pick'em Shuttle League, right?
Yeah.
So how them algorithms and hypotheses?
So here's the deal, right? So for every good algorithm, you gotta have some pitfalls. You gotta collect more data, and I need some more data, JP. That's all it is, cuz. What you think?
No comment, man.
That's okay. Look, I had a fantastic pick week last week. I mean, the week before. Last week, not so much. And I'm gonna tell you why. Them damn Cleveland Browns. They need to be. Look, we're gonna talk about them. And them damn Dallas Cowboys. Now, listen, I said, you know what, Cowboys? I know y'all had a slip up and a misstep in the Superdome the week before, but y'all going up against the Green Bay Packers, who, hey, we don't really know what's going on with the Packers, you know. But now the Packers showing defense out of nowhere. Glass, I'm very upset because the Dallas Cowboys, Cleveland Browns did me dirty. They messed up my picks.
I have to agree with you. They messed up my picks too. Like I said, I think I tweeted out there. You know, now I'm gonna take the Green Bay Packers defense seriously.
Yes.
They went into AT&T Stadium, shut down. Ezekiel Elliott, what was it, 12 carries for 67 yards?
Yes, 67 yards. Yes.
Dude, man, that is no joke. That's serious right there. So, like I said, in the NFC North, we're gonna have a little battle between the Bears and the Packers. We said Browns. You know what? I stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. I dumped the Kool-Aid out the window, man. I'm done with them.
I'm gonna tell you what it was, JB. For me, I'm gonna tell you what it was. It was the fact that the Browns were going to Santa Clara, right, and they were going to face off against the 49ers, who I didn't believe the 49ers were as good as their little record proved them to be. And you know what? I'm not going to put a pin on that one yet. I'm still not, even though they beat the Browns and they still undefeated, and, I ain't ready to do that yet. And that's why I went with the Browns this week, JB.
Well, I told y'all last week, I know I got y'all to take that Dallas pick. I didn't think they would be able to slow Zeke down for 2 weeks.
Right.
But like you said, Glass, the Green Bay defense proved it on the road, hostile environment. And all they had was each other out there, and they made it happen. But the Cleveland Browns, I told you I was taking San Francisco football for 2 more weeks, and they got the Rams up next. I'm still taking San Francisco.
Wow.
I mean, we seen the Rams in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So San Francisco looked good. They're solid 5-0. Their schedule was what it was. They showed up every week. And they deserve to be where they at.
So I'm looking at the comment section. Slim J said, y'all buying that Browns hype. They will always be trash. Hold on. Pump it.
Always.
It's real. Always. Hey, but because if you think about it, Q, they got no reason to be where they at right now. I think Baker Mayfield's QBR was like a 1 point something. That's unrealistic to have 2 Pro Bowl receivers on your team.
Listen, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But you know what? The Browns still on paper, Glass. I still believe. You know what? I know my number keep going down and keep getting smaller.
Mm-hmm.
I believe we can still get 9 games out of the Browns, dude. I think we can still get 9 games, right? I do.
I mean, we got to damn near win the rest of the games, and I can't see that happening with Baker Mayfield. He's too inconsistent. Like JB said, you got 2 Pro Bowlers on your team, and you can't make it work. So so I'm looking at you, Baker Mayfield. Like, what's wrong with you? Let's not forget. Let's look at Freddie Kitchens too.
Yeah,
correct.
You can't adjust to what you see on the field. Hey, we got problems right there. So I don't know about 9 games right now. I'll be happy with 8. At first I was going with the playoffs. I never said Super Bowl. Y'all, people out there.
Hold on, I didn't say that either.
No, I know you did. No, I'm just saying that the Cleveland Browns fans, you get a brand new toy, you get all excited and everything.
Right.
But like I said before, you could Dorsey brought all the ingredients for the meal. It's just the chef ain't cooking it right.
Right. And you can see the coach making first year mistakes. You can see Baker making his mistakes as not a proven quarterback. You could just see inconsistencies in the game plan. They only came up with 3 points. They had a couple opportunities in the red zone, and they had no clue how to attack San Francisco in the red zone. The 2 or 3 times they got down there, they were making excuses about it. Would have been a different game. They had came up with a little less than half of those opportunities in the red zone. I don't think so. They got in position to score 1 of the 3 times by penalty. So nah.
So some Jay said the Browns need to trade OBJ away before he start wilding out. It might be a little too early. I don't know. But then he says this October Q, we ain't playing on paper no more. Look, I know. I'm just saying I'm not ready to completely abandon ship with the Browns just yet. I'm not ready. And look, let's give some credit to San Francisco, right?
Exactly.
We've been. I mean, I ain't gonna say we. I'm gonna take credit for it. I've been giving them a bad rep. I've been claiming them that they're not for real. I've been claiming that they don't had a. I mean, their schedule was a little bit. Come on, let's keep it real, okay? Right? I don't want to do this, Glass. Who have they played? I hate that. I hate when people do that, but I'm just saying. It is what it is. Green Bay, same thing, right?
Well, you can the argument could be said about the Patriots. They ain't played nobody either.
Exactly.
That is exactly what's going on. With the
so
Patriots right
I mean, listen, they didn't make the schedule. They just showed up and won those games. So they deserve to be where they at. They got the division. They about to start division play. We'll see.
Yeah, look. I'm saying I'm gonna give them credit this week, right? I'm gonna give them credit. I think they had a fantastic performance. I think they did good. The young quarterback maintained the game, didn't throw it away. The defense stepped up. It is what it is. I think that they okay.
What? We talking about the NFL, so people need to get rid of the who they play connotations out of this.
They're pro football players,
right? Because look, what would be the excuse for the LA Rams losing to the Tampa Bay Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home.
Yeah.
What's the excuse for the Kansas City Chiefs losing to the
correct
at home? What's the
correct.
excuse for the Chicago Bears lose to the Raiders? You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So we can't get rid of all that stuff right there.
Oh, absolutely.
Right. The only excuse that I will give anybody if Miami's on your schedule because they full on tanking and they'll give you the win.
Yes, absolutely. So and then in another game, which it was a good game. Green Bay fully surprised me though. I really thought, especially after seeing what happened in New Orleans the week prior, I really thought that Zeke would get back on the horse, so to speak. And it's like, I don't know, Teddy Bridgewater, Sean Payton pretty much said, hey, look, this is what you do. You keep Zeke under 100 yards and you make Dak put the ball in there. That's what you do, right? And it seemed like it's working out, JB. That's what it looked like. And
well, that's surprise.
Oh, no, go ahead.
The surprise to me on the Dallas team is the defense. I mean, I thought maybe that, no matter what happens in the game, the defense would always give Dak a chance. Not lately. I think they lost 2 possessions both games.
Right. So here's a question about Dallas, Douglas, that I wanted to get your take on, and I meant to bring this up on yesterday's show, and I didn't get a chance to. So you know how your boy Jerry Jones got that little radio show, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he got that little radio show, and he always and the thing that bugged me that he always talking about contract stuff on the radio show, which is weird. So I asked him about this 2-game losing slide that they on and how does it affect Dak, and he got baited right into it, and he full on answered the question like, oh, I don't think this has anything. First of all, like, should he be talking like that? And second, let's answer the question. We started off this season talking about Dak ain't got a deal yet, and is he gonna get a deal? And now they losing 2 games in a row, Glass. But where you at with that?
The market, like everybody used to tell me, it's the market. So it don't matter how. Well, I ain't gonna say 2 games in a row. It's not a good look, but then again, it's not the end of the season. It matters how you finish the season. So right now, we talked about the first 3 games. They was winning. You need to pay Zach his money. What was it, 30, 32, 35 million?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, Jerry Jones gonna be the talking head, but then Steve Jones is working stuff behind the scenes. And Steve Jones said, we're gonna wait and see what we got here when we play against a formidable team. And you see what you got with when Green Bay came up in there. So it would be ideal for Dak to get his money now, wherever it's at now, before we move forward, like take whatever it is. I mean, come on. 32 million, 35 million. Come on, man. Let's not pull teeth.
That's market money, right? That's market value.
That's what I'm saying. So take the money now before Dak keep on playing.
So JB, if they don't get this done, and we get into later on in the year, and they miss the playoffs for whatever reason,
exactly,
or they finish 9 and 7 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? Is he still in line to get that payday, or do it come off the table? Like what happens?
Well, okay, first of all, what else is out there? You see other teams struggling.
Pretty much.
Number 2, Dak don't need to be pulling a Le'Veon Bell. You weren't about 2 million, 3 million, 4 million.
Right.
Okay, so Le'Veon Bell did all this, set out a year, and he got less money, 2 million less, or something like that.
Yeah.
Just get what's out there. You don't need to break the bank. How you gonna build a team if all the money's going to the quarterback?
Exactly.
And Dak know that he got improvements. If they giving you over 25 to play per season, take
that money.
Take it.
I look at my agent like, man, shut the hell up and just sign
exactly.
That. I'm just saying. I think it's about time for them to make a move somewhere. I mean, they got to do it now because look, the team ain't really backing them up like that. So something got to happen.
I mean, and he's good for them. I mean, he only could get better.
Yeah.
I mean, you go from the transition from Romo to him. They got lucky enough that Dak was hungry enough and consistent enough to at least be serviceable and not hurt the team.
Yeah.
They ain't going through a quarterback carousel like let's say Miami. What happened in Arizona?
Yeah.
What's happening to just one Josh Rosen? They ain't having to deal with none of that kind of stuff. So. Dak him and his agent need to be counting the blessings that is the number that Jerry is willing to negotiate is over 20 million per season.
Yeah.
Take it.
So here's one for you, Glass. Watching the Panthers game last week, and their last possession, your boy Christian McCaffrey, they sat him out. They wouldn't let him come back in. He wanted to get back in the game. They wouldn't let him get back in. Missed practice today. They held him out of practice. Got a little bit. I don't know what I think it's like. It was either a chest thing or ankle. I don't know what it is. It's one of the two. My question is, so we already dealing with this Kyle Allen situation because Cam is busted up. Mm-hmm. Our little MVP candidate and the best player on our team right now, look like he might be a little gimpy. Is that scary for the Panthers? I'm pretty sure Christian gonna make the trip or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, I'm a little bit worried.
It matters what the injury is. What's the injury? Is it chest?
I thought I read it was a chest.
Well, if it's a chest situation, he might not make that trip. They're going across the pond, right?
Yeah.
No, you can't get on them airplanes with the compression and everything like that. But if everything's all right, all you got to do is sit out a couple of days of practice. He'll be all right by game time. But I didn't know about that situation. The way he was running,
I know.
Dude. He need to sit out. The guy behind him showed that he could run behind whatever the offensive line is doing. Sit out. Yeah. Sit out. You already got a star out of the game.
It is the thing. Like, I know the Panther fans are clutching to whatever we can right now. And the bright spot of our season right now is Christian McCaffrey. If he can't go, I mean, what's the backup Bonaview, whatever his name is? He played pretty good the last part of the game. But he ain't no Christian McCaffrey. He ain't gonna be doing no 275 from scrimmage per game. He ain't gonna be doing none. He ain't gonna be doing none of that. I'm just worried if Christian got to sit any game for a full game, that's gonna throw, because the Panthers barely hanging on right now at 3-2.
But look, the good coaches adjust. The good teams adjust. And if I feel like the Panthers are in a very, very good spot to come away what they've come away with without Cam Newton on the team.
Absolutely.
So I mean, what's one game, right? And what has the sum of what's happened right now based on the circumstances? Yeah. Sit your best guy out. Let him heal all the way up. Yeah, we seen what happened. We seen what happened with Cam Newton.
We did. I was getting ready to say the same thing. Like, we saw Cam those first 2 weeks being injured the way he was, and he was a detriment to the team. And Lord knows, we saw the year before with Greg Olsen when he wasn't 100%, how that played out. Right. I don't know. It's a tough spot for Carolina right now. I just think, man, with the way, especially with the way the division's shaking out, and especially when we talk about this next story, because I feel like this particular season, because like we got next season or the season after that, it's a new CBA, right? I don't know if it's next. I think it's the season after next.
End of this season.
Okay. It's 20. It's 20.
So it's a lot of weirdness going on right now. And it moved me right into what we're talking about with Washington. So let's go ahead and get it over with. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So after 5 weeks of mediocre, less than mediocre, subpar play from Washington, they relieved Jay Gruden of his duties. And they are going to go with an interim head coach for the remainder. First of all, JB, me and Glass, we talked about it for a little bit yesterday. I want to get your take on, first of all, do you think they pulled the trigger too early? Or do you even agree with the move?
I agree wholeheartedly. I believe that he's the closest thing to the real problem, which is Snyder. But the guy was you're making a mockery out of a legendary Hall of Fame player like Adrian Peterson on your team, taking him out on 3rd and 1, or if you're going for it on 4th and goal, 3rd and goal, he's not in the game. The inability to adjust in game time situations. The way he punished players and not really care about winning games. His record speak for itself. You got more losses and a tie there in your tenure. Yeah. The whole handling of RG3, just being there based on his last name is unacceptable. So it's bad for that franchise as a whole. It's already got a stain on it just by the name. Yeah. And Snyder's track record by itself, and Gruden just a scapegoat, but it's warranted wholly.
That was a lot right there, Glass. So do you agree with what JB said?
Totally agree with what he's saying. This what I hear. Some people might say it's early. Some people say it might be on time. I think it's on time. It was definitely a mercy killing. Yeah. You can look at Jay Gruden, tell he knew he was about to get fired anytime soon. Right. And whenever you bring out like we said yesterday, whenever you bring out if my key card work on Monday morning, right, I'm come into work. Whenever you bring in the key card, that's the kill shot right there.
Absolutely. So even though they're at 5 losses, right? With 5 losses on their record right now, they're no matter who they bring in there, they can bring in the second coming of what's the man's name in the Dallas with the hat? What was his name? The coach. Whatever his name is.
Landry.
Yeah, you can bring in the second coming of Tom Landry at this particular juncture at 6 weeks into the season. What do we salvage with the Washington season this year? That's what I'm saying. Like, so they fired the coach after week 5. So they just saying, okay, we're done. We can't keep losing. I mean, what is the point? I don't want to say, why don't they just let them stay on to the rest of the season? Because they're not going to win anyway. That's what I'm saying. Like,
nah, there's public outcry about him and how it was something got away that he didn't want Haskins from the first place in the draft. Mm-hmm. They threw the guy in there. He was completely unprepared. They just wanted to make him look bad. He's just bad. The players, I mean, the whole Trent Richardson situation is suspect to me. The way they went about him, this guy's like the most consistent thing they had on the team in a while. Nah, it's time for him to go. He bad for the NFL, actually, in my opinion.
So you know what I'm afraid of, Glass? I'm afraid of that he just gonna be a week or two and he gonna pop up in Oakland, right? Or maybe they keep him in the pocket until they make the move to Las Vegas, right? And he pop up in Vegas, working for his brother, because we know who pull the strings and call the shots out there, right? We know who running the show out there, and I'm just afraid that that's the reason why he was so nonchalant and carefree, is because he know that, hey, if it don't work out here in Washington, I got a safety net out in Oakland. What you think about that?
I totally agree with that. Like I said, he was ready to go out the door in the first place.
Right.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time the Washington professional football team was relevant. You had all these good coaches run through there: Mike Shanahan, Steinheimer, who? Gibbs, exactly. And you still can't have a winning record. So I don't know who will be the next coach to be up in there, but I know Jay Gruden happy he's up out of there right now. He made his money. I'm out.
Right. So here's the kicker, JB.
And for the league.
Who wants this job? Right. And this is and what can they do to make this attractive so anybody? Because look, me and Glass had a compelling conversation about this yesterday. Glass, set that up for me again.
What's that?
About the prospects for this.
Oh, okay. The latest rumors is that there's 3 known names out there that Daniel Snyder's looking at. I'm talking about Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin, the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs in Eric Bieniemy, and Ty Bowles, the defensive coordinator for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah. So what seems strange about that list to you, JB? What seemed a little bit odd about those names?
Well, all of them got a losing record right now.
Well, that's true, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But if I'm the one guy I don't know, but all the rest of them, it seemed like they all black.
One guy I don't know.
Right. Yeah, they all black.
Okay.
So listen, if the underlying problems, because I mean, this is what I've seen on Twitter. I haven't been following the story in Washington for the last couple of years like some people have, but apparently there was issues with RG3. There were issues bringing Haskins in there. There were issues with certain brothers who come up in that organization.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, exactly.
DJ Swearinger. Yes, I mean, the list go on.
I just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a little bit weird to me. That
Landon Collins went over there, right. And it just was that you could put the man in Sean Taylor's old number. Right. What the hell are you doing, man?
Right. You know what I mean?
Get out.
Right. Some just said they got to get the Oklahoma head coach Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln Riley, let's do that. Let's get a fresh face like Kingsbury.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's because the talent is there. It's all about the players wanting to play for the coach, and they didn't like Gruden.
But what I feel like, and I think me and Glass talked about this for a little bit yesterday, I don't think those guys on that list, I don't think they will take the job. Now, Glass pointed out to me yesterday that this looked like a setup job like they did in Cleveland with Hugh Jackson. They're going to get somebody like a Todd Bowles who, he done had a couple stints in a couple different places where he wasn't super successful. I don't know why you would think Washington would be any different, but then he go there, and then for the next 2 or 3 years, they build a team up around him, and then when they get something credible, they pull the rug from up under and put somebody else in his place. and it looked like that's what they're trying to do.
Well, if I was one of them, I wouldn't take it without a hard out.
Right.
I wouldn't take that job. You're not gonna get me in here to get the players that want to come here because of me and then remove me when they're a winner.
Right.
Hell no. You stay a loser by you pick who you want and stay a loser. Don't get me in here to lay the franchise and be the absolute worst. And then a coach come in and win 2 games more than my 0, and he's the second coming. Hell no.
You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I'm saying, right? Look, we done seen it happen. We seen it happen in Tampa with Coach Levy. We seen it happen in Cleveland with Hugh Jackson. It happens, right?
Arizona with White Wilkes.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
And then when Hugh left, Roman won a few games and 6 games, and all of a sudden he was a viable name that everybody's clamoring about.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Still losing.
So the question remains, Glass, how do they make this job attractive? And who do you think would actually want to take the challenge and go to Washington and try to turn that team around?
They're going to have to go to the college rankings to see who out there. Yeah. I heard you guys say Lincoln Riley, and I meant to tell you that yesterday on the show. Lincoln Riley might be the best fit for the Dallas Cowboys out there like that. Other than that, I think Ty Bowles learned his lesson. All these quarterbacks, unless you hurting for some money, I think you wisen them not to touch that job. It's too toxic now.
Right. Now, JB, what about this one? There's a couple coaches that are currently coaching who at the end of their deals or who haven't got a new deal. There's Sean Payton, which is a mighty prospect. If he's interested in coaching beyond his stint in New Orleans, he might want to take the mantle. I don't think Tomlin would be a good fit because I just think that he got too much respect for the family up in Pittsburgh. I don't think he would do stuff like that. But Payton is out there. What you think about that?
I think the stench of Daniel Snyder ring loudly throughout the league. Yeah. Nobody's going to come in there and have the owner or partial owner or whatever his job title is, play GM in the drafts and have draft decisions or have guys overrule the coach's decision when he trying to discipline or promote players and pull a RG3 and go sit beside Snyder at his family dinner table and none of the stuff the coach is saying resonate or even weigh anything. So no, nobody, if Daniel Snyder steps back or give that coach, the next coach, power, like a Belichick has, you might have some.
Yeah, that's what Slim J said. He said they need to give Mike Tomlin a John Gruden type of power deal if he go there. And I think, honestly, that's what's going to make it attractive, Glass. And I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if that's going to actually be a thing that the Snyder and them are willing to do. If they're willing to kind of give up, a little bit of power, but I don't know how they're going to attract somebody to the place unless they give them some more power. That's going to be the only way.
Is Mike Tannenbaum out of his former spot with the New York Jets?
Yes,
I think they removed him. So finally, they even got a uniform change. They got a color scheme change once they got out. They got to get people like that out of the way.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It looks bad for Washington. I still believe that I would have just stuck with the bad apple until the end of the season. Or like Slim J said, maybe they want to look at some other people now instead of waiting until later when everybody starts snatching everybody up, because the people are gonna get fired at the end of the season. I got a feeling
look,
Papalone gonna get fired in Dallas. If Dallas don't do what Dallas is supposed to do, he gonna get fired. I just got a feeling.
Jerry Jones said, "If you're a bet man, don't take that bet. You'll lose."
Yeah, well, that's what he say that, but Jerry Jones, he getting up in age, and Jerry Jones want to win another. He want to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
But another thing though, Q, is the story will never get told because you don't talk about, stuff like, communities and all that stuff in the locker room or within the team, outside the locker room or outside the whites. But the players had a lot to say about this 5 a.m. firing of Gruden. Trust me. It was quick and swift and early as possible. This is probably the earliest time I can get you in here to fire you. And it happened.
Yeah, and you know what? I think after week 3, I think the rumbling started happening. And I was like, you know what? We'll give him another week, and then after week 4, they was like, look, if it don't get it, I think no matter what had to happen, it would have happened this week anyway. I think it would have happened anyway, even if they had won.
Well, now you gotta think about it. That creates another entirely situation about what you do going forward, because 0-5 super mathematically eliminates you from any type of playoff. Anything. So you're pretty much DOA.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is the moment where your game out of the quarter of the way, first quarter. You just your plan B got to start happening right now. So it was perfect. Actually, they should have let them go out to 3.
Pretty much.
Give the team the chance.
Pretty much. But Glass, when they lose the next 4, right? What's going to be the excuse then?
There is no excuse. You already know the ship is sinking. The season is over. You just playing out, see if you can win a game or 2. Right. That's all we are right now.
Well, draft position, you give your rookie quarterback live reps. You got a chance to try to see if he can get up to speed or find out if he can play. You get your coach in place while the season going. He take live game situation bullets. So I mean, it's perfect. Your plan B is in full effect right now.
Absolutely. Okay, last couple of things before we get into these games for the week. So the Chiefs, man, they took a little bit of an L. Now, does that change in the power in the AFC, Glass, or are we just tripping right now? What's going on?
Well, we already know who got the number 1 spot in the New England Patriots. It's just figure out who's going to be the team that's going to battle them. Right. I like what I see in the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
If Jacoby Brissett get himself together, which he is doing, and Frank Reich, he's a good coach. And I like if they do to the Patriots what they did to the Chiefs, they might be the next in line to battle them for the AFC champion.
I definitely think they're on the right track. I don't buy into them being able to make a dramatic comeback this season. I think they're going to have to grow into their shoes. I think they own to something, JB. I think the Colts may be a power that's rising in the AFC, because right now we ain't got that many, right? It ain't that many over there. What you think?
Right. Well, like I was just gonna go back to the New England Patriots and your comment about them being number 1. The Bills is probably gonna give them the tough. They done played the toughest game they're gonna play in the AFC, and it's the Buffalo Bills. You're not gonna play there's not very many defenses unless somebody just happened to do something before the trade deadline, but. Right now, as far as jail team, they know themselves. The second time around with Buffalo may be a different story, but anyway, I just think that the Colts, if let's hope that we didn't see they ceiling against Kansas City.
Absolutely,
good point.
Absolutely. You know what? I want to see. I'm interested to see what's going to happen, because we really have New England, Kansas City, Baltimore, and I guess if you want to slide Indiana, you can, right? Everybody else is inconsistent. Like, I would say Tennessee, but not really. I would say Houston, but not really. I can't. Buffalo, they're iffy. I don't know if I really want to believe in them just yet, but I think they do have something, right? They're gonna challenge somebody somewhere, right? But it's interesting to see how that one gonna shake out. Right. I want to see it.
Now, unless about 2 AFC teams come out of nowhere. This thing gonna be a cakewalk. They already got a half dozen games pretty already in their pocket.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just gonna be, the AFC North look like a down year totally.
Yes.
I mean, for somebody they could give the Patriots a challenge.
Right.
And lo and behold, standing alone is the Buffalo Bills. And who would have thought?
Who would have thought it, right? Who would have thought it? Now I was hoping that my Carolina Browns was gonna be in there somewhere.
Carolina
Browns. Anytime we gotta depend on the Browns, and it was the Oakland Raiders one year to stop Brady, it never worked out.
Right. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Well, the top of the NFC is like a Jenga set. It's all knocked down. I don't know. Listen, first of all, you got the San Francisco 49ers sitting atop the entire NFC, which is mind blowing to me, right? Who would be the number 2? Would be Green Bay. Would be next, right?
Yes. Exactly.
Right?
Or the Saints.
Or the Saints, right? Mm-hmm. The NFC is in a bigger mess and more unpredictable, I think, than the AFC champion.
Well, you got it's like the Western Conference in the NBA. You got a lot of teams that could just they just got a good team. So that one's any given Sunday, Thursday, or Monday night. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
It's a whole lot less parity in the NFC, which is cool.
You got some sleepers. You got Chicago. You got, that's probably Philly, right? You probably got Philly in there as a sleeper.
Not quite a sleeper, but they, I wouldn't say Philly. A lot of them
are sitting at 3-2. I think it's like 7 teams in the NFC sitting there like at 3-2. And I'm just saying, like, anybody can come from anywhere. Look, our Panthers are in the mix at 3-2, which is pretty good. They 1 game back from the leaders, man. Come on, man. That's good stuff.
I think we got like two more weeks before we see the cream rise to
You
the
think
top.
so?
You know, like I said, we got a long jam, and let's not forget the Seattle Seahawks out there in the Upper West. You know what I'm saying? Because they making things happen over there with the 4-1 record and beating teams that I thought they wasn't supposed to beat. But I agree with you. It's 49ers. I'll say they're showing themselves. They're relevant. Are they for real?
Yeah.
I still got to hold that off.
Yeah.
They look good Monday night. Going against the Browns, but then again, we just got to talk about the Browns.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I credit them with the record that they had, but I need to see a little bit more, like maybe 2 more weeks.
Has the Patriots played any team from a winning team from the NFC yet?
Not yet.
Nope.
So this is pretty easy for me.
Yeah.
I think this year's Super Bowl champion gonna come out of the NFC.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, because look at the wholesome parity in the AFC.
Right.
You only can name off one team loudly, and your number 2 pick will be iffy.
Right. Right.
Okay?
Yes.
In the NFC, I don't like the Patriots' chances against the lowly Atlanta Falcons right now in a regular season game.
Wow. Wow.
I just don't trust it. I wouldn't trust them against Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Based off who they played and what they've shown.
You know what? It sounds crazy. It does. Like, I see your face. It sounds nuts what he's saying, right? But think about it, though. Think about it. Right?
How the saying go, any given Sunday?
Yeah, you know what I mean? Look at the NFC. You got the Vikings that are right there. You got the Cowboys that are right there. You got the Packers that are there. You got, oh my God, it's crazy.
And if you struggle, if you only put up 43 or 30 something to nothing against Miami Dolphins, who you play twice a year, every year, Ravens came in there and put 59 on them. And if your best game, your most struggling game was against the Buffalo Bills, everything in the NFC will blow them away right now. Unless, of course, you get a Patriots time to jail and be like week 8 before they play somebody formidable. Yes. They'll beat them just because they had time.
Well, we got to see it. And I'm just saying that, but you know what? I'm gonna keep that thought in the back of my mind because that is interesting to think about. Like, they play against one of these, like, they didn't even got to be a powerhouse NFC team. It's got to be one of them ones that's in that middle 3-2 log jam. I think it's like 7 teams right there. I wouldn't trust, like, maybe I would. I would trust Carolina against them. I would.
I would.
I would.
Think about this, man. I'm gonna let this marinate here.
Yeah.
Okay. Green Bay went into Dallas and did what they did, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chicago went to Green Bay and did what they did a couple weeks back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay went to LA and did what they did.
Yes, they did, right?
I'm gonna stop right there.
Yeah, it is. Hey, look,
right
dude.
There.
So that's the algorithm for that ass right there. That's what I'm talking about. All
right, let me put my little 2 cents in. Now, we got the top 4 quarterbacks. Who we say? Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's tied 12th with a QBR exactly with Jimmy Garoppolo. Brady is.
Exactly. Wow. That's my whole
99.
point. Brady, nobody's talking about Brady like they used to.
Right.
Correct.
They say he falling off a little bit. Breeze is out on injury.
Yeah.
Rivers ain't showing up.
Nope.
Right.
They're what? 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers the only one, and everybody that's winning now, they got a good defense.
They do. Yeah.
So how my partner in crime, Brandon, always said defense win championships.
Yeah.
That's probably how it's going to end up Super Bowl.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah.
Need a quarterback that won't lose you games, that manage the game real quick, real good. Like I said, we put Seattle in the mix. Yeah. Russell Wilson know what he's doing.
Seattle doing it. I mean, look at this. Look what the Saints doing in absence of the best.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the NFC is. They got some thoroughbred teams over there, and it's more. The division is. That's going to be interesting to see how the playoff positioning or the jockeying start. It's going to be the margin of error is slim to none, man.
But it's just that it ain't even really a race though for like people like the Patriots and the Chiefs until they get to the end, right? Like we know they're gonna make it to the finish line because they just are, right? And my issue with a lot of these NFC teams, especially like we saw what happened with the Rams, pressure time. They fold like a lawn chair. We saw what happened to the Falcons. They do the same thing. You know what I mean? Like I'm just saying, that's what concerns me about NFC teams. This postseason play. That's a long way off from now, and I know that that's where these AFC teams kind of think got a little bit of not so much Kansas City because we know they postseason track record. It ain't
Right.
that good. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Or Houston or
Right.
anybody I can think over there that's able to compete this
Right.
season, which is
Right.
not a lot.
Not a
We
lot.
probably just named them.
Yeah.
But I mean, just think about in the NFC how many dark horse teams out there like Seattle, like the Vikings, Detroit, and I don't think nobody in the AFC could. It just don't. It ain't even fair this year.
Yeah, it's not. It ain't looking good at all.
Panthers,
Yeah.
dark horse teams, man, come get you out of nowhere.
Yeah. So we'll
Could
see.
put 55 on you like Tampa Bay if you overlook them.
Right, for real. That was a good conversation. I like that. That was great. All right, Glass. Let's bring it home and let's see. Because look, we do this blind every week. You pull these games out your bag. Me and JB don't know what's coming. We don't know what it's gonna be, right? And I know sometimes you set JB off for some of your picks. So let's see. Let's see what you got for us this week.
All right, man. Let's go. Go ahead and start off with a little shit and giggles right now.
Okay.
The battle of the winless. We got the 0-5 Washington professional football team going up to Hard Rock Stadium to play the 0-4 Miami Dolphins.
Wow, that is a joke.
Somebody coming off the snide. Who's coming off the snide?
No, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Wouldn't it be quid pro quo if they tied?
See.
No, Q. That ain't good for the league.
If that happens, I'm done with the season.
Oh my God. This is terrible, man.
I'm picking Washington to win the game. What they playing at? Are they going out to Miami?
Yeah.
I'm picking Washington to win the game because they're going to be celebrating. The witch is dead. I think the team's going to play on another level.
They might
that Miami can't and haven't matched anybody, but they're going to have a whole lot of different energy.
Yeah.
And they're going to show Gruden that we waited till you left to win the game.
That is terrible. But you know what? If I had to pick a winner, gun to my head, I would go with Washington too. I think they rally.
Wow.
A lot of times, you fire your coach or you bench your quarterback or whatever. Like I said, it provides a little rally. You know what? Maybe they got something to prove. Maybe they want to prove that Gruden was the problem.
Exactly.
And they go and they get the dub. So if I gotta pick one, I'm gonna go with Washington. And man, the Dolphins gonna go. And I don't even know. It ain't even fair even laughing at the Dolphins no more because I think they're doing this on purpose.
Nah, they in the Ellinger, for Jake Fromm and Jalen Hurts sweepstakes.
Yeah,
they ain't trying to win that.
And Tua.
Yeah, they ain't trying to win the games.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go against the grain and go with the Dolphins, man.
Please
Brian Flores ain't gonna go out here and he gonna say if there's a game I'm gonna win, it's gonna be this game.
Yeah.
So I know we tanking this season, but I'm not gonna go winless. So if there's an opportunity, I'm gonna take this opportunity right now. Now, my question to you is, who's gonna be the Washington quarterback?
Oh, you know what? I think
going up against Josh Rosen. Josh Rosen, he got a little spunk up.
No, you put the rookie in. That's where you play the rookie at.
Okay.
Nah, during the week they hadn't even spoke about Dwayne even being, in bag up.
So they're doing Colt McCoy again?
They're gonna do Colt McCoy. I'll take Josh Rosen against Colt McCoy any day.
See, if they don't play the rookie, look, this is a time. Look, this is a complete shakeup. You done fired the coach. He didn't. I'm pretty sure some of his staff went with him too, right? I'm pretty sure. It's new people in the building. Look, dude. Start the rookie.
Why, kid? You got a chance to win a game. Put McCoy in there.
But you also ain't got nothing to lose either. You know what I'm saying?
No, but guess what? You get the vibe set by winning the game that you're supposed to win. Man, you're not as bad as Miami, man. Well, the record says so.
They don't start the rookie, and they go back to Washington with an L on their forehead.
Okay, and he got a different situation. He got a different situation.
Right. Somebody else gonna be in trouble. Now, if they tie though, I'm telling you, that's gonna be like ain't nobody want to win the game.
Hey, one thing I can say about the Washington team, they do put up points. I think the New England Patriots, which went untalked about, was that they had 3 or 4 sacks on Brady, and they're the first team to score a running touchdown against them. Right. Yeah. Or they're rushing touchdown against them all season. So that's proof that they ain't played nobody, by the way.
Right. Absolutely.
Can catch them nuances. But I think they just they're head and shoulders above Miami. They should win this game. Now, it don't matter where they play them at.
Yeah, they should win it. I think so. What you got, Glass?
All right, man. Next.
Oh, hold on. You went with Washington too?
He went with Miami.
I went with Miami.
Oh my goodness, you going out there on a limb?
Hey,
Okay.
that's why it's out there. The NFC South divisional game. We got the 3-2 Carolina Panthers going to England at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as 2-3.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers came into our house and beat us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't really beat us. Cam gave them the game. Okay.
Okay.
Saying, right.
That whatever makes you happy.
Listen, I like what our little backup is doing. You know, he lighting the fire up under the team, man. He showing some grit, man. Like Christian is running that thing and doing this thing. They bringing everybody up. The defense is actually showing up to play some football. You know, the Carolina Panthers defense they looking a little tiny bit like they looked like a couple years ago. A little tiny bit. We can't be swept by no Tampa freaking Bay Buccaneers. I know they put last time out they dropped 55 on the NFC champions. I understand all that, and they do got a win over us so far this season. They won't get this one though.
This is one of the games in the pick'em that I was struggling with because I don't see them sweeping y'all, but I don't see Kyle Allen. I saw when he had the keys to the Carolina offense. Yeah. He turned it over 5 times. Y'all still managed to win that game, but C-Mac was in there also. Yeah. So you got a chance to not have Christian McCaffrey, and the ball's going to be in Kyle Allen's hands full time. Yeah. And the sweep is on, Q. I'm sorry.
Lord, that hurt me to my heart. Oh my God.
I mean, what? How else? How else?
We're going to take a sweep from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
But it'll be a close game.
The first time, bro.
Wow. That's terrible, man.
And that sucks. But the sweep is on.
You know, okay.
I'd say for Carolina fans, I'd rather it be them than Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, but then again, you know, at this point, which one is worse? Like, I mean, I know Tampa is doing better than Atlanta right now, but man, I still think that Atlanta probably is a better team than Tampa right now. I guess record speak for it. I don't know. I know.
I'll say this: Tampa got all their horses. You do not.
Yeah, right about that. Okay,
all right, man. You ready for this? Yeah. I was shocked to hear JB going against the grain. But I'm gonna go ahead and go against the grain too. Hey, listen, Christian McCaffrey. I love me some Christian McCaffrey, but he's hurt. He's limping right now. Yeah. We talking about a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that went to LA and won that game. We talking about a Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that got a good coach in Bruce Arians. Yeah. We're talking about a good Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that got straight defense. Ty Bowles running the reins. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, and let's not forget, and I told you last week, I don't know, I think what's his name? Jameis Winston. He's up there in passing yards, bro.
Trying to tell you, man. They better put that broom on your ass too.
Hold up.
So you might have to get that Swiffer sweep out there, man.
You know what? We know how Jameis Winston go. If he good one week, he gonna throw 5 interceptions the next week, right?
But who you got, bro?
Look, I'm going.
Your horse is limping, man. That's all I'm saying.
Look, he missed one day of practice.
And there is no home court. I mean, you in England.
He missed one day, but we already played them once already.
Look, it's gonna come down to either special teams or your kicker. And I don't even see if it come down to if you got it on the opposite side of the field.
They won the game without even scoring but 1 touchdown last time. So
it's gonna be a struggle. No, the defense can't do nothing if BA flip field position on you. He got a guy that can get them for that kick, get him downfield for that kick. You don't.
Right. Oh, but don't Tampa got that kicker who can't never hit nothing? Ain't that the guy?
Sometimes you'll need
Stanzo or whatever the hell his name is. Right?
Catanzaro? You better hope so. Better hope so. You better hope that's him.
And I'm just gonna leave it like this: Shaq Barrett gonna meet Allen a lot of times.
You ever put the thing on Cam? Okay, I'm just saying.
Exactly. Shaq Barrett is that dude.
That's why I don't believe that that offensive line, since they already done seen what they look. Shaq Barrett ain't a surprise no more. They surprised Cam in week 2 or week 1, whatever that was, week 2, and they know that dude coming. And
you know who's gonna be announcing the game?
Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna be
It's damn Rondé Barber, bro.
Yeah, I know. Okay, it's gonna be Rondé Barber.
It's gonna be Rondé Barber, bro.
Oh my God, he sucks.
He always find a way to do the Carolina Tampa Bay games, man.
That's true.
And y'all lose too, accordingly.
So y'all don't like Carolina. Y'all think Carolina gonna do Kyle Allen gonna take his first L, huh?
I don't like Kyle Allen in this situation.
Oh,
no,
man.
I'm going to Bucks.
Okay.
All right, man. Next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. It's 3-2 going up to U.S. Bank Stadium to play the Minnesota Vikings. That's also.
I like this one, JB. Where you at with this one? When this is ain't this one of them games where they had like a miracle play or something against the Vikings or something?
No, that was New Orleans.
Oh,
Yeah.
So who is this? The Vikings and who?
Eagles.
I struggle with this game too.
I know.
It's a struggle, man. But I still like Carson Wentz right now versus Kirk Cousins, and he just was trying to force feed his receivers because they dissed him in the presser. But if they can stop Dalvin Cook, so I'm taking the Eagles in this.
I don't know what Diggs and them's problem is. Like, I don't know what they made all that noise for, and then they went out and played spectacularly. Like, they were pissed off
because the man wasn't getting the ball out there. They was wide open.
Right.
Well,
and listen,
all them dudes got off last week's game. All of them did.
Right.
Sometimes.
Right, because they dissed him. Now, exactly. and Thielen went first out of all people.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made Kurt apologize on the radio.
Yep.
Oh, that's terrible.
He did.
So y'all don't think they went to Sizzler and had a dinner and took care of all that? You don't think that, that's.
I'm telling me, Stephon Diggs wasn't at that dinner.
And look at who they played. They played the Giants defense.
Right,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You playing the Eagles defense that's gonna make all that little whatever they done is gonna go away.
They look like they were on the same page last week, bro. And I'm with you, Slim J. The Eagles secondary, I would worry if I'm an Eagles fan about that. I would worry because they give up big plays all the time.
Nah, I'm worried about the Eagles' run defense going up against Dalvin Cook.
Right.
Dalvin Cook is that dude.
Yeah.
You know.
So,
but I think I'm just gonna make my pick right now. Yeah. I agree with JB, Carson Wentz, Kirk Cousins. I'm going with Carson Wentz.
Yeah. You know
Carson gonna play you for 4 whole quarters, man. If Kurt down 2 possessions in the third, he seemed to quit.
Yep. What game being played again in Philly?
No, it's in Minnesota.
That's in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Man,
that's a hard pick. It's a tough pick, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna go against the grain. Look, I saw them boys. I know they supposed to have been having some beef last week, but they look like they were on the same page. They look like they were balling last week. All them boys was playing together, and they played very well together. I didn't see no wrinkles or nothing like that. Everything looked good to me.
Check it out, Q.
Pass the eye test.
Hey, to everybody in Cleveland thought they played us. They was balling. Look what San Francisco did to them.
I know, right? I'm just saying.
And don't be fooled, man. They played the Giants.
I'm gonna stick with the Vikings pick.
Okay.
Something in my gut tell me that the Eagles just ain't got it. They're inconsistent. I would love to see them go out and get this win, and then have the Dallas Cowboys drop another game so they can put some distance between them two. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and I would rather take the points in the Pick'em League. I think I'd rather take.
Okay.
All right. Last game, Battle of California. San Francisco 49ers undefeated 4-0 going to Los Angeles Memorial Coliseum to play the 3-2 Los Angeles.
Okay, so now we're gonna really see. Are we really gonna see? Like, are the Rams really the team to beat now? I mean, I know they coming in to the season as the NFC champs, but man, I think they losing stock though. JB, are you pulling stock out of the Rams right now?
I said I had stock in San Francisco football for 2 weeks, so I definitely I'm gonna go ahead and pick them this week. I think they gonna pretty much establish themselves out of the West for the first division go around of the division games.
Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm going to pull my stock out of LA and I'm gonna put it into San Francisco.
There you go.
Okay. You know, and I got a feeling. And where the game being played at in LA?
Yes.
That don't matter. Jameis Winston showed that.
Tampa Bay. Yep.
I can't, like, after what happened to the Rams at Tampa, I just got to take my stock out of it, man. And I ain't saying that I think that the Niners are that much better. Because I'm still not completely sold on 49ers just yet. But I'm going to put the stock in them this week because they're playing against the Rams who got trounced by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So,
well, this will be their third in a row if they lose to San Francisco.
It will. And I'm telling you, and if they bottom out against the Niners, I'm pulling all the stock out of them, right? But right now, I'm going with the Niners. I'm going with the 49ers. This is my first time picking them this year. I'm going for them.
So now I want you to see how. I'm sorry, Glass. I want you to see how this is setting up. So they lose a crazy NFC game, right? Out of the division against Tampa Bay. They lose a divisional game against Seattle that Thursday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now here we go again. This is what makes me hard to pick against the Rams, understanding their situation.
Right.
I just think San Francisco better than them though. And I said 2 weeks worth of stock. That's what we're doing.
All right. There it is. Okay.
What about you, Glass? What say you, Glass?
I'm gonna have to agree with the whole panel, man. I'm gonna go with the 49ers. I was impressed with what I seen on Monday Night Football. Rams, they're still a quality team, but I just don't think they actually know what their concept is gonna be in this thing. Jared Goff, Garoppolo, that's even. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I like what I see with the San Francisco 49ers. Shanahan is doing the damn thing out there in San Francisco right now. I mean, just look, as soon as he left Atlanta, look where Atlanta, they just dropped off the face. You know what I'm saying? He's building up over in San Francisco. He's gonna make that their team. That's we know their profile. George Kittles, I don't know where the hell he came from, but he
came out of nowhere.
He's a monster. Yeah. He's a monster out there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my stock up into the 49ers also.
So I know that the 49ers faithful was taking a big collective deep breath right now because they said, "Oh, Big Q picking our team for the first time this season." That must mean we automatically taking a loss, right? I mean, because that's my first time picking them, right? But we'll see. We'll see. All right, so that's great, man. There was gonna be some good games right there, man. I actually get to watch them at home this week because I'm not going to work on Sunday. Right.
Nice.
We got a church thing. Brother-in-law coming in to do a speech, so we all gonna go and check that out. But I want to thank everybody for checking us out tonight. Whether you're watching us on the Facebook page at facebook.com/Urban Arena Media, watching us on the YouTube channel, on Twitter, Periscope, on Twitch, like I think what Joshua is, watching us on Twitch, or if you're just kind of checking us out. Definitely appreciate it. We definitely are having a good time doing the show. Glass, go ahead and put yourself over. Let everybody know what's going on with you.
As always, I have a wonderful time with my brothers here talking football. If you don't catch me here with JB, Big Q on TeamBoydTV Live or on Tuesdays morning with Big Q on Fallout, follow me on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, The Sage of Sports, Twitter, Sage of Sports 1. You can email me at thesageofsports@gmail.com.
Beautiful stuff right there, man. Beautiful stuff. JB, I know you're working on something. I know you ain't really ready to give it away yet, but go ahead and put yourself over. Let everybody know.
Man, hold tight with that, Q.
Okay.
Don't make promises. But anyhow, hey, thanks for everybody for coming out. Like you always do. It's don't go unnoticed. Shout outs to you, Q, Glass. You can always catch me on live on Wednesdays or on Twitter at Raven Shogun.
All right, that is going to be our show for the evening, y'all. I'm glad you guys joined us again. I'm saying continue to support us. You guys can click the links in our descriptions either on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch to help support the stream. You can do it by super chats, donations, likes, subscribe, shares. Anything you can do to help spread the message and the good news, and we would definitely appreciate it. Until next week, we will catch you guys. I'm your boy Big Q. That's my boy Glass, and for JB. This is TeamBoydTV Live. We're going to catch y'all next week. We out of here.